Hey there! Welcome to the Flute 360 podcast. I'm Dr. Heidi K. Begay, and I'm a flutist, educator, coach, and podcaster. My God-given mission is to serve you. I am passionate about guiding you, the modern-day flutist, to discover your unique voice on and off the stage. The goal of this podcast is to help you thrive, both as an artist and as a musicpreneur. Go ahead and grab some espresso, your favorite notepad, and let's get to it. Today's episode 275 is titled A Sneak Peek into Flute 360's 5-Day Challenge, Part 2. Founded in Dallas, Texas in 1996, the Carolyn Nesbaugh Music Company is renowned for its international service for flutists of all levels. The Carolyn Nesbaugh Music Company is your premier resource for everything flute. Their selection of flutes, piccolos, low flutes, and head joints from dozens of makers is truly remarkable. Also, their offerings of sheet music, instrumental accessories, teaching and health resources are unmatched. Their in-house staff offers an unparalleled level of expert knowledge and personal service with an in-house repair staff certified in all major brands. Follow the Carolyn Nesbaugh Music Company through Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter to be updated with the latest news. Check out their website at fluteforyou.com. The Carolyn Nesbaugh Music Company is truly your one-stop flute shop. Hey there, Flute 360er. Do I have a special treat for you? Not quite sure if you know this, but at the beginning of December 2023, I hosted a phenomenal 5-day Flute 360 challenge. I put this together for you. I know that you want to thrive on and off your musical stage. You want to say goodbye to performance anxiety and hello to self-assurance. I want to see you kill it in 2024 and beyond on the stage for your auditions, recitals, and juries, and off the stage through networking events, building out your career, and more. So what I did was I put together some gems and valuable content for y'all in this 5-day challenge. Now, I am taking out some of those gems, just 10-minute highlights, and throwing them into a 5-part podcast series. So in this 5-day challenge, we met every evening in the beginning of December of 2023. And not only do we meet in group settings, but also through more intimate settings like the VIP session. So I share this with you because I wanted you to know in context where this material is coming from. So over the course of the next 2.5 weeks, you will see 10-minute sneak peeks into these Facebook Lives. So my invitation from me to you is if you want to continue this transformation and continue to understand more about my Flute 360 storytelling method, I highly encourage you to click the link below to access the Flute 360 Launchpad. If you go to www.flute360.com/launchpad or click the link below, you will have access to the entire 5-day challenge and its videos. So I don't want you to miss out. This opportunity is only available from now until December 31st, 2023. Thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoy. So this is where we are on our 5-day challenge. We are at pit stop number 2, taming inner turmoil. And here's again a snapshot of what you saw yesterday, but I just wanted to bring it to the forefront as a quick reminder of what we did in day 1. We were choosing your musical piece and we were choosing your story from your origin roots. Again, if you just arrived, my friendly reminder is to please watch day 1's replay. And I go into this yellow number 1 exclusively with all the details. So I don't want you to be missing out. But here we are at pink number 2, pit stop on number 2. And today we are gathering some equipment, really easy. That's an easy task that you can complete. And we are going to be recording your impactful story via spoken voice. Okay. And we're going to be doing this from a very honest, authentic place. I'm going to be asking you to be a little bit vulnerable, and that's okay. I'm going to be vulnerable with you. And as long as you are telling your story from this place, then that's all that matters, okay? Because your voice, your ideas, your perspective, your story will transcend beautifully into the microphone and into eventually your listeners' ears. And choose a story that you are connected to, that has compelled you, that has impacted you to some degree. That's the only thing that I ask as you choose your story to record, is that you have a deep connection with it. Great. So remember, if nothing else, if you don't learn anything else from me within these next 5 days, and I hope you do, but one of the biggest nuggets that I can offer you is, and you might have heard this before, and that's okay, but it's a good reminder for all of us, and that is you, yourself, and I, you, the human being, you are the primary instrument. I cannot stress this enough, okay? And so my philosophy is, if we can do this deep inner work on you first, everything will flow. Your secondary instrument is your flute or your piccolo. That's the secondary instrument. That's not the focus. You're the focus. So when you do that deep inner work, like we are going to be doing through storytelling and recording, and we boost that self-awareness, I'm telling you, the floodgates will open up for you in terms of the work that you do on your musical stage and the work that you do off your musical stage, i.e. networking, career building, things like that. But we have to work on you first, okay? Then when you put that flute or piccolo to your chin and play your heart out, then guess what? Everything's going to flow organically and very naturally because of this work that we are doing within this 5-day challenge, okay? Putting that flute to your face and playing the music that resonates with you, it's just going to amplify what's already in here. And I'm pointing to my heart and to my mind. The work that you've already done here and here, that flute, that silver tube, is just going to amplify that inner work. Okay, great. So again, here's another snapshot of where we are in case you're like, what are we doing? What is this? So the tree and the roots are representing your origin roots. And then the next step of the circle is we're picking a story, and it can be a lot of different stories, right? Because we're multifaceted people, but we're just picking one story for now, just for sake of time, right? And for simplicity, we're taking a story from your origin roots and we're getting comfortable speaking it through a microphone, speaking it out loud through a smartphone to amplify your voice first in your primary instrument, and then applying that story to the musical score. So that way, when you go to perform that melody, you are going to be more connected to it. And by being more connected to the musical score through that art of storytelling, I promise you, it's going to connect you to your tribe. It's going to connect you to your audience members like that. And it's going to feel so easy peasy. So that's what I want for you. This is the entire goal of this challenge. So I will keep showing you that picture time and time again to bring us all on the same page. So now is the time where I get to ask you some questions. I would love to hear from you in the comments in the Facebook Live feed. What musical piece did you choose? What are the 3 to 6 defining characteristics from your origin story? Remember those pillars that we talked about yesterday. And what personal story did you choose from one of those pillars to make a compelling connection with the score and then eventually to your audience? So I'm going to give you some time to comment in the chat. I know we have an 8 to 10 second lag between me to you, and I'm going to give the internet and technology a second to catch up so I can read your answers. So if you recall, if you were in day one's session, and if you were kind of looking through some posts from yesterday, you will know that people like Markel, she had posted her musical score through the challenge groups post, and she mentioned that she is working on a Dvorak piece. And then somebody else, I believe it was Laura, said that she was choosing some folk tunes to work from. These are excellent, excellent options. So kiss it, keep it simple, Smarty. If you don't have your musical selection as of yet, that's a-okay. You can do that during the live right now, so that way you feel like you are being brought up to speed. So I don't see any comments, so I'm going to go ahead and move on. And here's an example in case you need some inspiration and a boost of inspo to come to your conclusion and to answer those questions with your own answers. And for me, if you can remember, I chose the piece by Chaminade. It's a solo flute work titled Pièce Romantique. It's a beautiful little gem, and I believe I have a picture here so you can kind of see the score. As you can see, it's this simple little melody, right? It's no longer than probably 3.5 minutes long, and I chose this on purpose. I wanted to keep it simple, Smarty. If you are in the baby stages of going through this 360 empowerment storytelling method, you may want to do the same thing. At some point when you feel really comfortable, you can choose a full concerto or a full movement to a concerto. But for now, if you wanted to kiss it, if you wanted to keep it simple, Smarty, choose something like a flute solo piece, like Honegger's Danse de la Chèvre, or Debussy's Syrinx, or Carl Nielsen's As the Children Play, Chaminade's Pièce Romantique. These are all examples where they're about like 3 to 4 minutes long in length. This could really help you to apply the storytelling method to something that is approachable. So that's just one option. So then the next thing that we did was I shared with you 6 key pillars from my origin roots, and they include my faith, music, being a sharer, ballet, education, and multiculturalism. And so I can choose a story. I can be so creative. I can get off the page. I can choose a story from any one of those pillars. But I chose ballet for this example. Gut reactions, remember, you're going to popcorn and brain dump. Don't stay too long in this area, and you're going to see why. So I chose ballet because I really feel like the characteristics of Chaminade's piece is so simple and so pure and so approachable, and it almost feels dance-like to me. So for me to tap into my ballet roots makes sense for me to tell a story from those ballet years and apply it to the score, because I feel like the synergy would be there, the magic of the ballet story and the magic of Chaminade's score would correspond and correlate beautifully together. Great. So Kathy says, I chose Great is Thy Faithfulness. That is one of my favorite hymns. I love that because my pillar is my faith. I love that. Thank you, Kathy, for sharing. I could have chosen a classical piece, but I wanted something that truly represents where I am in my life right now. Did you want me to share some of my story too? That would be great. Yes, I think the more that we can engage with each other and see where people are coming from, how they are approaching the activity, this can give you a lot of motivation, accountability, and inspiration. So feel free to share what feels comfortable for you, Kathy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening to this mini-sode. Now, I know I just gave you a little glimpse into the world of the 5-day challenge. So this storytelling method is explained in more depth through these 5 bonus videos. If you want to have access to these videos and its content, all you have to do is click the link below, and that's going to take you to flute360.com/launchpad. Your future self will thank you. Talk to you soon. Let's talk about Flute.